What does it mean, like, to the program?
Yeah, I mean, I've said from the start, my goals and objectives of being here and what I want to do. And I think it just shows that we're continuing to head in that direction. And college football, I've said it multiple times, it's absolutely chaotic. It's absolutely. So there's got to be, not just what someone's doing 1 year, not 2 years. You've got to have a plan to be able to stay aggressive in this thing for 3, 4, 5 years down the road, because you don't know when it's going to end. If you don't have that, then you're just going to take your time on failure. And I think we're now in a position where we can have that stability, have that support to our players, to our coaches, and hopefully we can break that stability and continue to move forward and progress with the crazy times, which could change today, what the standard is to win. And hopefully we continue to press as an institution to meet those standards. And I think we will.
Your staffing salary was a big part of the reporting process. What does that mean, that side of it mean?
Yeah, our staff wins. I've said this over and over again, and people always read into the words I say. I just say the truth most of the time, right? And it's our staff is what's got us to this point. Our players are what's got us to this point. This isn't Kenny Dillingham's program. This is our program. I'm just a piece of it, and they're a vital piece. I think they deserve to be to be taken care of at high level.
What role do you feel like you need to add to this?
Yeah, I think we got to add. Josh is going to take on a way bigger role. With his title, whether it's, you can call it the GM role, whatever you want to call it, he's going to still be the director of personnel recruiting. He's pretty much our lead person in that role, and he's going to take on that responsibility of that. And that was the plan when we hired him. Now we're able to do that. We're going to have to do some things on offensive and defense in order to get some coaches moved around a little bit, which I think will help us in today's climate of college football. So I think then we're going to be able to take care of the people that were here and got us to this point. And to me, that's the most important part, is to take care of the people who got us to this point. Players, coaches, to take care of the people that got us to this point.
What are you
Oh, drastic. I mean, I said that week 10. It was drastic changes. And that's the truth. I think we were finding out how can we guarantee and how can we the support for this season, this upcoming season, but now they've stepped up from that perspective. Our university president stepped up from that perspective. It was more the changing of the landscape, how much it changes. Are we going to continue to step up in year 3 of this, in year 4 of this, in year 5 of this? If it keeps going, are we going to be able to stay committed to that? And that's what I was fighting for, is that long-term commitment to our staff and to the program, to the commitment to try to be competitive in this crazy world. But our university has stepped up big time. They're going to step up this year as well from that perspective.
Coach, how much of a change your outlook for the portal next month?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to try to sign the best players we can that fit our program. Be a good person, make good decisions, not go for everyone in the country. That's what we want here. Guys that do that, just like get a let's ask a question, right? It's coming, and I see it, right? But we want guys who truly love being here and who enjoy coming here. We need to find one of these really rich people in this city to step up and stroke a check, and I'll do everything I can to make you the most famous person in this city, right? That's really what we need. We need one person. We live in Phoenix, Arizona. You're telling me there's not one person who can stroke a $20 million check right now? There is somebody out here who can. There's somebody who can. There's somebody. And other people are going to sacrifice to be here. Somebody step up and be that dude to say, holy cow, what completely changed it? This person. There's somebody out there that's going to listen to this, that's going to get it forwarded it. If you know somebody who can do it, forward this message to somebody. Somebody can step up and completely take this place from the direction it's going to holy cow. And it's right here in the city.
Did you let them beat you and pick up basketball, ping pong, or anything?
Now, if they can beat me, they would beat me. Letting them beat me? Maybe.
What do you like about just the way Josh operates and what he could do with an expansion?
Yeah, very, very direct. I think he's a good evaluator of talent. He used to coach high school football in his past. That's his history. So good evaluator of talent. I think he's a good person, right? I trust him. And for me, that's a big piece, is trust. That's why I truly hope I get to, continue to take care of our staff at a high level. That's why this entire fight was for consistency and longevity of our staff, and getting more resources for our players and staff. And Josh is just a guy that I have a lot of trust in, and I think he's got a good eye for evaluation stuff.
And Coach, when you're talking about,
I never really let it distract me. I don't let stuff like that distract me. I don't fall into all the game of this thing. I just go about my business, go do what I need to do today to be better today, roll I'm in, and you rock and roll. So it really wasn't a distraction for me personally. It was just another day doing what I do and operating. It is a reality show though, so I understand that it can be distracting to other people. But to me, it's like I'm an episode on the show, so it's just another episode.
Did you have any conversations with anyone from Michigan?
I couldn't hear you.
Did you have any conversations with anyone?
I think every time these things open, like my agent, everybody talks to everybody. Like that's how that process works from that perspective. But for me, I never got offered a job. None of that ever happened, and it never got to that point. Michigan's an unbelievable job with unlimited resources, with people who will do whatever they can to make it successful, who want to see it succeed. Somebody's going to get an unbelievable opportunity, the same thing I said a week ago, an unbelievable opportunity to take over one of the best programs in the country, who are resources, one of the best programs in the country, with one of the best rosters in the country. And I got nothing but respect for them. I got a lot of family members, or I got a couple family members, and my wife's best friend all went to Michigan. So I have nothing but respect, and I know they'll find somebody who's unbelievable.
What can you do at this place if properly resourced?
Yeah, I think continue to grow and grow and grow. You can do anything anywhere right now in college athletics. You can be as good as you want to be. You can be as bad as you want to be. It's that simple. I mean, I think what we've done in the last 3 years, we've created a level of expectation where we can be competitive. Right? We can be on the upper echelon of competitive in some areas. We can be in the middle area of competitive in other areas. We can be competitive. But in this city, I mean, all it takes is a couple people to say, wow, what's going on? That's it. We've yet to get that. That's the one thing we're short on right now. We're yet to get that person to really just dive in, or those three people to really just dive in, jump in. And they're out there. And it's gonna come. And when that comes, like I said, you can be as good as you want to be, as good as you could ever imagine, as you could dream about, or you could be as bad as you ever want to imagine. And that's the crazy part of this era. And I think there's tons of teams who are going to test to kind of what I just said, is it's really up to the university stepping up at a high level. The athletic department is. People are turning down really, really good opportunities from our staff right now. That's not to say we're going to keep them all, but they're turning down opportunities to be here, life-changing opportunities. And I think there's people out here who can take this program to the next level. And maybe I know them, maybe I don't. I hope I get to know them.
Coach, the fever that we talked about in terms of the fan base and how emotional they were throughout this whole process, how do you get them to channel that into positivity moving forward and support of this program?
Yeah, I think the support is the proof's in the pudding. We sold out every game this year. That's unbelievable. I think we've got to continue to do that. Can we sell out every game, every season ticket earlier in this process, right? Can we get more local businesses involved? Can we get people who aren't involved, who maybe didn't go to Arizona State, or who did go to Arizona State and are far away? Can we get the Phil Mickelsons involved, right? Can we get these guys involved in our program, the John Roms? Can we get people back involved in this program and get them involved in a level that everybody knows, man, these guys love Arizona State. These guys are willing to sacrifice something for it.
Coach, how do you feel too on the
university? Fans had reservations about Michael Crow's approach to this. Based on that reaction, I mean, what can you say to the outside noise about his commitment to athletics and football specifically?
Yeah, I mean, he's stepped up, and I don't think I've ever said they haven't since I've been here. I've alluded to like more and more and more. and I'll always say that. If I'm not saying that, I'm doing something wrong, right? We should always up more to a point where we're the best in the country. And are we getting better and better and better? 100%. Has he rung the bell and answered the bell over and over again? Yes. But at the end of the day, you know, the university can only do so much alone, right? And right now we're lacking in some areas that, you know, me and him have a plan to try to raise more money here together, to do it together. He's committed to doing it with me together. And, you know, I've got unbelievable belief that he can get it done. He's arguably the best fundraiser, and I mean, you could truly say it in all of, you know, the country in college. I mean, what he's done to this institution over the last 20 years is remarkable. So, I mean, that's a guy who, if he's committed to trying to fundraise for this program and trying to elevate this program, and that's something that I can get behind.
Kenny, you've often spoken about loving the process of building the champion. How much more appealing is it to, you know, to do that process here at Arizona State rather than perhaps in a place that's kind of more ready-made and plug and play?
Yeah, I think every place has its own challenges. I think as long as there's upward trajectory and as long as you have a plan and a vision, you know, my biggest thing is if you don't have a plan for the future, right, then how can you do anything right now? Like if what we're doing right now is not planning for 2 to 3 years down the road, right, we don't have a plan for that, then what is our plan right now? Just to like figure it out and make it? I think you always have to have a plan if you want to adapt to that plan. When we got here, we had a plan on what we wanted to get accomplished here, right? We went and attacked that plan. Now we're at a little bit different stage. There's different rules, there's different dynamics. We needed to create a plan for the next 3, 4, 5 years for what our next steps were. And in order to do that, we needed some things from the football side in order for us to put together a plan that we felt was necessary to go win football games. And the university has stepped up. And I'll say this, there's a lot more in this valley. There's a lot more meat on the bone here. And when I say a lot more, I mean a full tomahawk more of meat on the bone here. That there are people out here that can step up and absolutely change the game here and take just one more step. And that's just the challenge, is constantly taking one more step.
So Kenny, how do you play it out? Did you have doubts that they would meet you where you needed to get to?
I really didn't. I mean, everything takes time. You know, this is a $4.5 billion enterprise. You know, it's big, right? So some things take a little time to get done, but at the end of the day, it got done. At the end of the day, I think we're all happy and we're all excited about the future. And like I said, my job is to just never be satisfied. I think everybody always wants to be better, and the university has done their part. And now it's the city, it's the people around it. It's not the fan. It's not the average fan. The average fan has stepped up. The average fan is sold out. The average fan is all over the internet. The average fan is in. Sports, radio, they're talking about Arizona State all the time. They're in. The city is in, right? But there are people in this city, like I said, very limited amount of people who could absolutely change the game here, whether they're an alumni, whether they're not, whether they're just from here, and they want to be somebody that people remember. You have an opportunity to be remembered for a long, long time here in a place that you live in a small window of time. Who knows when this window of time is going to end? You got a chance to be remembered forever. And somebody's out there, and I hope this message hits it. Some people say, oh, he's begging again, and we did this, and he's begging. No, I'm not. I'm just stating facts in today's era. And it is what it is. And I'm fired up for it. I like your socks, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Coach, can you talk about?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Give us a sense of how bowl prep has gone and your thoughts about a game coming up where clearly a lot of players are going to be stepping up or elevating into, I guess we could say, more substantial roles.
Yeah, I mean, our bowl prep, we're not really going scouts right now. It's just good on good, and then we're self-serving defensive guys go to the scout O to do some walkthroughs. So way different than a normal structure, just based off of our depth. You know, this time of year, I've said it's like the bridge from 25 to 26. But I think our guys have had a lot of fun coming out here and good energy, and I think they're putting the work. So come back on the 26th, and the 26th is essentially a Monday night for us, and we go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we go play. It's obviously not a Monday, but it is for me. Right? That week starts Monday on the 26th.
What was the feedback from the players and your fellow coaches when they heard the news, whether it was last night or this morning?
Nothing. And this was never about me. Like I said, I'm not gonna. This is never about me. It was not. The intent is not about to be me. This was about everybody else. It's about getting the program what it needs. It's about getting the players. It's about trying to put a plan together in this new era for the players, and it's about our coaches. This was never about me, and I never wanted to make it about me. And I know by naturally it does, but that's just the unfortunate part of the role I'm in. This was about everybody else.
And Coach, how do you feel it echoes on the recruiting trail? Like, obviously the university invests in you, like you said, making the investment, but making sure the assistants are there, because obviously a lot of them with you are out recruiting. But what kind of message do you feel that just echoes on the recruiting trail?
I think it just says, like, we want to be here in today's hostile kind of world, that this is a place that, as long as that support is there, which it is, that we want to be here, and that we're willing to do things that to want to be here. And I think it's a crazy landscape in college football. And I think that just the comfort of knowing, man, that guy truly wants to be here, I think can get out of the mind. That's a question for everybody else. You never know if you're the same, right? Everybody else knows if you've changed, you're the same. So I can't really comment on that. Hopefully it's been true that, naturally I've probably changed a little bit, right? Hopefully not enough. Hopefully my core values people can still see as the same.
I talked to Brian Ward not too long ago. Where do